Hey, good morning, my YouTube family, Jazzy Gang. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'm bringing y'all Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 10, Episode 15, Laydown and Stand Up. And we get to Sky 1.0. That's Tisha and Marcel. And she done went to Scout, trying to see what it is that he has accomplished and what it is that he has not accomplished. A little or nothing. And I can start by saying that he ain't did her office. He has not completed her office. And then they have not completed More Manor. No More Manor. No nothing. Get it. I really don't understand. I really don't get it. But with that being said, she like it. I love it. It ain't me. It's her, not me. Her, not me. Trying to get this correct. Because I went back to when I first started recording these videos because StreamYard did not work for me. It definitely did not. Just don't like it. Just don't like it. It take all originality out of it. But, he said that his feelings was hurt pretty much because she didn't believe in him and blah, 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 blah. The whole point more so is you have not completed any project that you have started and your wife is frustrated. Okay, get it together. Next, we get to Scott 2.0, and that's Kimmy and Maurice. And Kimberly and Maurice, they are talking about MJ, which is Monster. Okay, and I said I wasn't going to call that child Monster. That's Maurice Jr. And how, a car was purchased, but he is playing video games. And his grades not up to par. And my whole thing is, in what way are cars being purchased if your grades are not up to par? What ways are cars being purchased if you don't have up to par grades and if you don't do nothing but just sit in and play video games all day? And then Maurice, I'm shortening this because I don't want to get into all that because I really didn't care. I just was just writing. But then Maurice said, well, you know, MJ, he wants to be just like Jalen. And I'm like, that's bull crap. Because he said that he wants to be like Jalen. And then Kimberly says, well, MJ has to put in the work ethic, and he has to put in the work as well to be just like to achieve what Jalen achieved. And then Maurice just thinks that it's just like a flip, like a light switch, a flip on and off, on and off, on and off. He thinks that it's just a flip on the light bulb. And then in my mind, Kimberly does not think that the correct values were instilled in MJ by both Maurice and Kiowa. That's what I think, and that's how I've been feeling too. Because it's clearly something completely off. And that's what it is. My opinion though. And then in Success in School, and then who wholeheartedly, if it is okay for him to just play, he just really think wholeheartedly that it's okay for him just to play video games and just get away with it and just get whatever the hell he want, and he not putting no work ethic in it. Boy, please, you're gonna be ready to a rude awakening, because that's not how the real world work, baby. It's really not. And then I'm just gonna say, but I just know that the parenting style is different. Both how Kimberly believes in parenting style, and it shows with how she raised Jalen. She raised Jalen with value and morals, and to instill and just to trust, and she did a good job. And while as on the flip side, Maurice and Kiowa, they did the total opposite, and it shows in their son. It does show. And then Kimberly, she brings up how, because, Maurice, he was trying to gaslight her. And then she pretty much said that how people are who are raised in the struggle are different. And it plays a role in how you parent. And it does. It does. And then the values are definitely off. And he needs to definitely work on things. MJ, he definitely needs to work on things, whereas his father needs to work on things too, because he got a effed up mindset himself. Okay? And I mean, I just know that I don't like Maurice. And Kimberly is miserable. I see it. And she waited so long to get married, and it's kind of like, this what she get? This you get, girl? My opinion, only my opinion, only my opinion. And then we get to the Fletchers, and the Fletchers are sitting in their backyard, talking about the wine outing, and then Nell, she thinks that the issue with him the issue is with Chris and Marceau. And Chris says that Scott 1.0 says that they don't want to talk about anything on social media. And that's Marceau and Letitia, social media. And they want to just talk about the entrepreneurial side of things. I'm looking at y'all. Now I'm just listen to what I'm saying. This is what Marceau said. He want to talk about the entrepreneurial side of things. And then Nell says that didn't nobody care about this shit, because that's not what they trying to do. And it's just fake front. Just the whole thing is just all scripted. Marceau say it all the time that the show is scripted. If it's scripted, that was a scripted answer, okay? All right. Then Nell says that I did tell Tisha to leave my name out of her mouth. Then if she do not leave my name out of her mouth, then she gonna drop some names. And I'm like, do it, Nell. Do it. Hey. We getting back to the Scott 2.0. And Tisha admits that she struggles with affection. And then they are in the confessional looking at each other, gazing at each other. And then as soon as the therapist leaves, because they was in therapy earlier, as soon as the therapist leaves, then, Marceau want to get back to his, gaslighting and all this stuff. And I'm like, Tisha says that she does not feel loved. And I said, finally she said it. And then Tisha then brings up Nell. I'm like, oh, Lord. Lord. How we go? I gotta brace myself, y'all. Gotta brace myself. Okay. Marceau then says that he is not going to accept what is said about him on social media. And he knows, and I know he knows that he works hard for his family. And then he said he would work on listening more to her. And then he would work on being more gentle with her and softer with her. And then I'm like, I will believe that when I see it, Marceau. Don't start now. And she says, from now on, what I do is, I will, not say anything when something is said in our marriage, about them, both of them. I'm like, okay, Letitia, okay, I believe you. I do not. Okay. And then Scott 1.0, Maurice and Kimberly. The therapist asks both what do they want to do in the marriage. And Kimberly says, and what do they need in the marriage? And Kimberly says, time. And Maurice says, of course, sex. And I'm like, but wait. But then he says that sex is this what Maurice saying now? Listen, he says sex is an act, and intimacy is a connection. And then that's when Kimberly, she says that intimacy is not is like the start with sex. The intimacy does not start with sex, and it does not have to start with sex. That's what she meant. And then Marie says he does not want to give up sex. And I'm like, he wasn't listening because didn't nobody tell him that he needed to give it up. I said, oh my goodness, he is so hypersexual. It don't make no sense. Then he said, talking about he making a compromise. He says that if I give up, if I give her, he talking back to Kimberly now, if he gives her more time by giving an extra day or two a week, can we make those our sex days? I said, he missed the whole point. He missed the whole mark. He gotta be just doing this for TV. He gotta be just doing this for TV because I am not finna believe that believe that. And they use them days as sex days. Then he is asked by the therapist, does he believe anything that Kimberly says? And does he believe, now the question is, do he believe anything that he say? And then he gonna say in a snide way that he believes everything that Kimberly thinks. And then he says that he believes that Kimberly thinks that women can perform any time. Now, he says that she believed. He believed. He says she believed it. I said, no, the hell she do not believe it. She do not believe that. And if she believe it, then she just, all that is, the whole point is, he not trying to compromise with Kimberly for nothing. And he is so hypersexual, it do not make no sense. It does not make no sense. And he talking about something. If she said that she want time, because that's what she value, and he said he valued the sex in the marriage. And I'm like, well, he said, well, if I can just separate, if we can take out, if I give you all the time, and then we can just take out 2 days, for just do 2 days. Can that be our sex days? I'm like, nigga, please get the hell on. Then Maurice is asked by the male doctor, what is the plan to give Kimberly more time? And Maurice says that is not going to happen, doc. So he's saying that he ain't planning to give her more time, and he said it is not going to happen. And he says that he is not giving up sex. And I'm like, but didn't nobody tell you to, Maurice? Didn't nobody ever tell you to? You don't have the ideology, or you don't have the mindset to get an understanding of what the therapist was saying. The therapist did not say not one goddamn time that you need to stop having sex. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Probably. Then she is not willing. She is not willing to do that. She is asking for, so the whole point is, she is not willing, she is not telling you to do that. She is asking you for you to form a connection, Maurice. Get your understanding. Then Kimberly says that she is frustrated and she is a former cancer patient, former cancer survivor. And he is comparing a relationship to a refrigerator, y'all. That's the standing part. He comparing the relationship to a refrigerator. And then he gets to that refrigerator and he flip it on himself. And we almost done. He flip it on himself. And he does really lack social and emotional everything. all things in the marriage. And then Kimberly says that she does feel sorry for him because of his childhood. And that's why she says she make excuses for him. Y'all hear this shit? That's why they say that she make excuses for him. And this was a wasted episode, y'all. When I tell y'all these episodes, these reviews gonna get shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. I can't do no 20-minute reviews. And I only had 5 more minutes, but I couldn't do no more. Because Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Season 10, Episode 15, Laydown and Stand Up. What I want y'all to do is like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'm going to work on getting this up for y'all here shortly, y'all. But at the end of it, y'all have a blessed rest of y'all today. And a happy Sunday. Bye, YouTube family. I'm going to get this up for you shortly.